Have you ever wondered if your homemaking habits are actually making your life harder instead of easier? Well, in this video, I'm going to discuss several ways to help make your home operate more smoothly. The little things we do can make a huge difference sometimes. Hello, this is Anne from the Helpmeet Journey. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to discuss just a few tips that's helped me along my homemaking journey, and I hope it helps you on your journey as well. My homemaking journey has changed drastically over these last 3.5 years of being married, with having a husband and now having a baby. So things have been changing a lot. So my first tip is to write down an item as you notice that it's running low or it's empty before your next grocery shopping day. So as you go along in your day, just write things down that you will need for grocery shopping day. So what I do is when I notice something is empty or running low or we're out of it, I tend to write it down on my little whiteboard that I have on my refrigerator. I write it down for grocery shopping day, so that way I don't forget that we need it. Because the worst feeling is when you go shopping for an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, and you get home and you forgot that one item and you wish you would have wrote it down. And what's handy and great about it is that it has a little section to put your marker so you don't lose your marker pen. It sticks right in there, and so as I'm going along throughout my day and I see that we need something, I just go ahead and jot it down and I just make a list. My second tip, number 2, is to keep up on cleaning items and gadgets and devices. I like to call them cleaning implements. It just makes it easier to call them. This means cleaning out your vacuum, cleaning your dusters, cleaning out your dishwasher or washer and dryer if you have one, cleaning out your steamers and irons. I'm just cleaning out my vacuum and cleaning out the dust and the dirt. It gets built up over time. And I have to dump out the canister and the dirt outside so that way it doesn't blow back around inside the house as I'm dumping it into the kitchen garbage can. So I dump it in our trash bins outside. They need a cleaning too, actually. They need to be clean, even though they're helping you clean. It's best to take some time out of the day on a particular day of the week and just go ahead and clean those items out. Because I find sometimes when I'm ready to go clean, like vacuum or something, I notice the vacuum is very dirty, it's very dusty, the canister is full, and then I find myself now having to clean that out first before I can go and vacuum or something. I think it's best within homemaking is to clean our cleaning implements, our cleaning devices, and our gadgets. So number 3, I learned this from my husband actually after we got married. My husband taught me this tip, and it's a really, really good tip. It helps not to waste food a lot. So number 3 is to actually write down the day that you open a package of food, if it has to be stored in the fridge or in your pantry. And so this helps you remember the day that you opened it. So with a pack of cheese, for an example, my husband used to write the day that he opened it. And at first I thought it was silly, but then I noticed that it really does help with knowing when did I open up this pack of cheese. I know packets of cheese, like the shredded cheese, it only lasts about 5 to 7 days in the fridge. My husband pointed that out to me. I did not know that. I was like, whoa, cheese only lasts like 5 to 7 days in the package, like the shredded cheese. And so I was like, okay, I need to know when I open this so that way we're not wasting it. Whatever, just don't have a date on it that tells you the expiration date. Go ahead and write the day that you opened it, like sauces or condiments. I like to write it in a really hidden part of the bottle or the package so I don't have to see the date written on there. I guess it's for aesthetics. It's pleasing to the eye. I don't want to have to see a bunch of handwriting inside the fridge or in the pantry. But I write down the day that I opened it, and it helps with knowing when I opened it last. So number 4, the next tip I have is in regards to cleaning. But when it comes to deep cleaning a room, I just find I may not have the time to really do deep cleanings as I used to. It takes me about 2 to 3 hours to do a really good deep cleaning inside of a room, especially the kitchen. It takes about 4 hours total to really deep clean my kitchen because I clean every single item. But what I do realize with trying to deep clean with a baby, what you could do is just do one section of the room first, like clean the important parts of the room. So like the microwave one day, and then the fridge the next day, and then the stove the next day, and then like the cabinets the next day. So it's kind of like you're spreading those 4 hours or those hours it would take for you to do it in one day, you're spreading it along your week. So that way it's spread out and it's like you don't have to spend 4 hours in one day cleaning an entire room, because life is busy, babies need so much attention throughout the day, so it's hard to try to deep clean a kitchen or a room for 4 hours and focus on a baby, right? It can be challenging. The next thing I have is in regards to cleaning too, tip number 5. And this is sort of like a preference, but I hope it does help, whoever it can help out there. What I do, I tend to have a cleaning routine that's very, very generalized. I don't like having a schedule. Especially having a baby and being a new mom, I just find having a schedule, like a minute by minute or hour by hour schedule, is just overwhelming sometimes, because it's just too much of a commitment, because it may not happen. So what I recommend is to do a very open, generalized routine. So for an example, this is what I do. I'll show you guys how I currently do my cleaning routine. This may change in the future. It changed when I first got married. When I was a stay-at-home wife, it was completely different. I had the time back then, but now time is more limited, having a little baby. So I use my whiteboard. I write down all the rooms we have inside the house. I write down every space that needs to be cleaned. And so I give myself the entire week to clean that particular room. I may still tidy up. If I do see it just needs to be tidied, it's just disorganized, I still may tidy it up, but I give myself an entire week to really do a really deep clean and freshen it up completely. And then once I do that particular room, I check it off. So as you can see, there's a check mark next to these rooms. That means I did it. I did it, I cleaned it, and it's done for the week. And I discovered doing this just a few months ago. I was like, you know what? Doing a room once a week is easier, and I could tidy up along the week as it starts to get dirty and disorganized again. So this helps me a lot in writing it down and visually seeing each room, like the word kitchen, bathroom, laundry room, car, living room. Seeing the actual words really help to know what needs to be done. It's like a visual thing, a visual chart. And then seeing the check marks really help with knowing, okay, this room needs to be done and this room has been done. So it really, really helps. You don't have to do it this way. This is just how I've been doing it for the last few months, and it really helps me. Okay, number 6, the very last tip that I have. It's not so practical. I would say it's more about mental, and it's more about like mentality, and it's more about character and maybe personality. But when it comes to homemaking, this can help your home run more smoothly. Remain authentic as much as you can. Don't worry so much about the trends of homemaking and so many styles. I know Instagram and social media will have us trying to keep up with all these trends and styles and keep up with the Joneses and stuff like that. But honestly, I think the more we remain true to ourselves and remain authentic within our homes, it can help our home flourish more smoothly. We want to buy the latest and greatest. It may create more clutter, because do you really need that item? No, when it comes to homemaking, I try to be as authentic as possible. I'm not really about jumping on the latest trend and trying to fit this trend that's out there. When I was doing that, I found myself buying a lot more stuff. But anyway, I think when we remain authentic, it can help us really take care of our homes more naturally. So drop a comment below if you have any other tip that's either practical or mentality wise that can really help keep the home running smoothly and more efficiently. I believe that the little habits really make a big difference with our day-to-day life with doing homemaking, because it can be a challenge sometimes. And so if we know little things that can really help us help our future self, that's a better way of saying it. Until next time, bye guys.